Hi, Curious Iowans. I'm Bailey Chihan, the Gazette social video producer. I'm coming to you from Cedar Rapids, a city affectionately called the City of Five Seasons. In this episode of Curious Iowa, I get to the root of how that slogan came to be. Cedar Rapids became the City of Five Seasons in the late 1960s. The city was creating a fresh identity that would attract new residents. The Chamber of Commerce tasked their publicity chairman, Bill Munsell, with creating a new slogan. Munsell was the executive vice president of the advertising agency Cresswell, Munsell, Schubert, and Zerbel. So he gave the assignment to the firm's art director, Gary Anderson, and writer Ron Howes. Those two came up with the Tree of Five Seasons logo and slogan. It read, "Life is the sum of all the seasons with which it is filled. And if we have time to enjoy the things most important to us, life is rich and full indeed." In Cedar Rapids, there is time enough. Time to enjoy the seasons as they pass. Extra time. Precious time. A fifth season. I'm standing in front of the Tree of Five Seasons sculpture, which is a 3D embodiment of Cedar Rapids' city slogan, City of Five Seasons. The five seasons, of course, are summer, spring, winter, fall, and one season to enjoy them all. Many of the residents we spoke to for this story knew the city's slogan, but couldn't correctly identify what the fifth season is. Lifelong resident Julian Klepach gave us a more literal interpretation. And what are the five seasons?
Well, obviously you got summer, spring, fall, winter. The fifth season to me is, I don't know. To me, I've always thought the fifth season's really just making up for 0.25 in between of each season, the transition period.
Klepach didn't have the right answer, but if you've experienced Iowa weather, that would make a lot of sense.
It's a fairly abstract idea. If you've lived in other cities, specifically bigger cities though, it becomes very clear. That meaning becomes very clear. And even us moving back from Dallas, it took me 20 minutes to go to the grocery store. Here, we have a tendency to get upset if it takes us 12 minutes to get across town. Living in a place like Cedar Rapids, pragmatically, you can just get more done.
So what makes Cedar Rapids, Cedar Rapids?
I'd say it's the community. You look around and there is a wide variety of people with a wide variety of interests.
In other cities, specifically coming from Dallas, I knew it was very difficult to really make my way in a leadership capacity in many organizations because I wasn't from there. You know, Cedar Rapids is accessible to all, truly. If there's a desire, we have a place for you.
It almost has a small city feel in a big city. That's what makes Cedar Rapids to me. And of course, Crunchberry Day. Come on.
What is Crunchberry Day?
Crunchberry Day is, I don't actually know what day it is, but it's when you go outside and I don't know which factory it is, but they make crunch berries and you can smell the crunch berries in the air.
The smells of Cedar Rapids are so unique that residents have remixed the official slogan, calling Cedar Rapids
City of Smells.
And tell me the smells.
Well, we got Quaker Oats downtown, which is, you can smell the crunch berries when they're doing that. And then we got General Mills out here, which makes General Mills cereal. Then we used to have a packing house in town, which wasn't, it was right up the street here, wasn't too good of a smell. But those are smells you get used to and you kind of get refreshed. You can always tell what Quaker Oats is doing downtown when you by the smell what they're making for cereal.
So whether it's time to enjoy, community, or Crunchberry Day, there's just something about Cedar Rapids that makes it home for so many people. Mayor O'Donnell summed it up.
I think when you hear our history, it becomes really clear that we have a robust past and how fortunate we are to have those identities and to have people come before us that have really put us on the map for all different things. I think it's important for us now to make sure that we continue that tradition, and who knows, the next thing we'll be known for.
If you have a question that you would like answered in Curious Iowa, we want to hear it. Visit thegazette.com/curious to submit your question.